So I'm just in the car on the way to the gym. It's about midnight here in Sydney, and the update at the minute is that I showed my tongue, and I've been showing my tongue in a couple of recent videos. You see that? All this crap on the tongue. And I showed it to a Chinese doctor in England, in London, where my grandma actually frequently visits. And he, because he's in Chinese medicine, they often, can tell a lot of stuff from the tongue, allegedly. I'm not sure how much I, agree with that or whatever. But yeah, anyway, I sent the picture over to my grandma and she showed him. And he said that it looks like it's possibly caused, like that's reflux, and it's potentially caused by a stomach ulcer. And as I was looking into it, I realized I hadn't actually kind of covered that, because a stomach ulcer, or issues with your stomach lining, that can often come from an infection of H. pylori. Now, as I said, I haven't really delved into that too much, so I've not taken any antibiotics for that, and I've not specifically tried to target that with typical things like garlic, and I was even reading about cabbage today, or like sprouts, or mastic gum. All these things are supposedly meant to help, and you're also meant to do like reflux medication on top of that stuff. The thing is, I'm in a situation where I've done all these reflux meds, and yes, it's like helped to an extent, but you still get reflux episodes, and you're not really targeting the actual underlying issue. Because if it's an H. pylori infection, which is the issue, then surely it's like, and I was reading about this today, it's like you target the H. pylori infection first, and then you can worry about treating the symptoms of reflux. Whereas before, I've been doing it the other way around, trying to sort out the reflux when, if there's an H. pylori issue, not dealing with that. So that's been a development today. So I'm seeing a gastro tomorrow, although he deals with other stuff as well. So I assume he's going to be really good at gastroenterology or whatever. Gastroenterology. I don't know how you say it exactly, but I think that's it. And because he does like rectal stuff and all that stuff. So, but he is listed as accredited by the Australasian Society of Gastrology. I'm not saying that right. Anyway, point is, he should know what he's doing. So I'm going to go see him tomorrow. Again, another expensive appointment, although I think with this one, it's not like, it's not in the realm of like $400 like some of these people, but it's like $240, and then you get 80 back from Medicare, so it's like $160. But anyway, what he's gonna do is he's gonna consult with me. More like I'll consult with him, not the other way around. Which does, by the way, happen when you see GPs, because they're not specialized in anything, and they don't tend to. I find personally they don't tend to think outside the box on the whole. I have met some GPs that do, but a lot of them, it's almost like I know more than them about certain things, which is interesting. Anyway, I genuinely believe that, by the way. I'm not just kidding. But yeah, so I'm going to see him tomorrow, this gastro, or kind of a gastro. And no, he's definitely a gastro. Anyway, I'm going to see him tomorrow, and I'm going to talk with him, and he's going to hopefully give me some really, really good advice. We'll see. He's going to, I imagine, start by suggesting things like PPIs, antacids, H2 blockers, etc., which I've already tried. I'll obviously let him know that, and then I'll ask him about H. pylori and all that stuff. Is it an infection? Is it stomach ulcer? The way they can test for H. pylori specifically is you can do a breath test, and I'm going to do that in a week's time, and I was getting quite frustrated today because I had the kind of booking for it, but you need to stop taking PPIs for a whole week and stuff, and not eat for 6 hours or whatever before you have the breath test. Whereas I took one yesterday, so I had to basically wait, which is annoying. But that's so I can get an accurate result. what was I saying? But yeah, but the proper way to test for specifically a stomach ulcer is they'll do an upper endoscopy, and what that is or just a normal endoscopy. Yeah, I guess there's different kinds. Anyway, but that's not a simple thing, and I thought it was. I thought it was, they just stick a thing down your esophagus, but you basically have to be asleep, and you have to be asleep for like a couple of hours, just like in a standard like operation and stuff. And I've had 2 operations on my nose, as some of you may know, where I've done general anesthetic. So it's kind of similar to that, and then they stick, the camera down your esophagus, and in that thing they can actually, remove stomach ulcers and do all sorts of stuff. But I'll be asleep during that situation, so if they don't find anything, it will come up and be like, oh yeah, we didn't find anything, sorry, like we don't know how to help. I think that's unlikely. They'll probably see something and then consult afterwards, or if they do see, for example, stomach ulcer, they can actually do stuff about it apparently. And the cost of that is like $3,000, which I don't have. So I was getting frustrated about that. I was talking to them, and then it transpired that you can actually get it done in a public hospital, and the wait time is only a couple months, so it's actually not too bad if that's what's actually the case. So yeah, that's tomorrow. But today, what was good is that I was able to get the ALF appliance. I was able to do the mold for that, and I thought it was going to be I'd bite into something, but they actually just do all these scans and stuff of my teeth, jawline, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the situation. I'm gonna go to the gym now, and the other thing I was gonna say is that, just before I go, is that I've been doing, as I said, things like, I've been eating a lot of garlic and cabbage, and also sauerkraut, which is like fermented cabbage basically. And I was looking into things like, ordering mastic gum online and stuff, and all this kind of stuff to target the H. pylori stuff. But I'm going to probably be able to do that tomorrow, because I'll start, and for my first meal of the day, when my stomach's on empty, I'll be able to have loads of cabbage and garlic and all that stuff, which is going to be able to theoretically target that H. pylori infection, if that's what it is. I'm kind of just going off what I have researched. As many things have happened on this channel so far, and then so I'll be able to have get more insight if I can do that first thing of the day when the stomach's on empty. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll see you all soon. But yeah, I will say, after having lots of garlic today, and the cabbage and fermented, and the sauerkraut, which is fermented cabbage, as I said, I found that the voice was starting to come back a little bit. Still not great, as like I had as I said with the video before this one, is that I had eucalyptus oil, like spillage, in my room by accident, and then I slept in that same room that same night, and then I woke up the next day and my vocals are really like shot. Like, then obviously they're not good now, but it was, as I said, it was slightly better than it was yesterday and the day before. So that's at least starting to do something, starting to come back. But yeah, need to really wait and see, and hopefully I don't reflux tonight, because I'm having loads of garlic. I know that can contribute to reflux. So, but yeah, as I said, I'm targeting the H. pylori stuff before, without actually knowing that I have H. pylori infection. And my sister was saying, she's studying naturopathy, and she was saying that, well, everyone has H. pylori, and it's just a case of like, is it way too much, or is it caused an issue in your stomach, etc. I think that's right. Anyway, as you always know, I'm learning along the way, and this is me documenting my health journey, so I can sing a lot better. That's my goal, because I know what it feels like to sing, like where it's all resonant and everything, and it's just, it's like my favorite thing to do. So that's why, I've become so persistent and determined about it. Yeah, and you guys come along on the ride with me. So it's nice to have you along for the ride. All right, see you all later.